Hi everybody, it's Jo here from Mikolba's Tarot. I do hope you're doing well. So I'm back with some guidance again today. If you're facing a decision or a choice and you don't quite know what to do, obviously don't give your power away to tarot. We always say that, stand in your own power. But if you'd like a bit of a friendly voice today, a bit of support, if you feeling that you need it, let's have a look at what the cards might want to say to you today in relation to a situation you might be facing, what the outcome might be if you choose an option 1 and if you choose an option 2. Okay, so without further ado, I'm just going to get stuck into it. So universe, what messages please do you have for the highest good of my watchers, collective viewers please, who have found this timeless video to give them some guidance and support in relation to a decision they might be facing or a choice they might need to make that might be hard for them. What can you share please for the highest good of my lovely watchers to support them please today? Give them some peace and clarity and wisdom and help. What messages please would you like to share? I'm using the Everyday Tarot, by the way. Beautiful purple colour. If you'd like a personal reading, I mainly do love readings, but I will do any sorts of readings, and I can do these choice readings for you, decision readings as well if helpful. Just give me a shout. My email address is in the description box along with the prices. Okay. Right, so 3 more shuffles please, universe. I don't know how many that was, I kind of zoned out there. Might have been more than 3. Okay. All right, so here we go. So motivation. I think what I'm getting from this is that you are somebody who has a lot to offer. You are high value. Okay, and you know your own worth and you know your own value. You've got a lot to offer in a relationship. If we're talking about business, you've also got a lot to offer to an employer. Okay, you've got something beautiful in terms of your character, your personality, your skill set, your qualities. Just everything about you oozes value. Let's say value, and it doesn't matter if you're male or female. It is a queen that's come out here. But this is reflective of an energy and not a gender. Okay, so that is coming out, and I think you know your own worth, you know your own value, you put it out there, but I think you would like to know that it's recognized by either your person that you care about, that you are thinking about, or an employer, perhaps, if we're thinking about business and work and finances. Okay. So, I think this is a love reading more than anything else, but really what you are looking for, I can see here, is a happily ever after, a committed future with, a loving future with somebody that you can trust, that, you feel perfectly aligned to. You've got the same long-term goals. You feel safe with them emotionally. They're going to treat you well and you're going to have a happy future together. That's ideally what you would like to have as an outcome to this situation. If we're talking about a job, again, it's a job where you can be happy in this role for the long term. And it's an employer that kind of fits with your work ethic, your values, who you are. You feel like you could be engaged with that employer and work for them happily for a long time. Okay, that is what you would like to achieve. This is the ideal outcome that you would be looking for. Now, in terms of your qualities, your personality, where you're at as a person at the moment, the universe is saying that something might have come to an end, or it might have appeared to have come to an end, but sometimes the universe wants to say to you that an ending is an opportunity for a new beginning. So if something's come to an end and it's been painful, just bear in mind that something different will be on its way, likely better. The universe might have helped you to clear something out of your life that you might not have had the bravery to take a decision to cut out yourself, but you know, it might come along and make that happen for you. You might have gone through some pain and some difficulty and felt some loss in some kind of way, whether it's a relationship or a job or something to do with family or whatever it is. You know, something might have come to an end which has been difficult. The universe is telling you, if that's the case, it's an opportunity to restart. There's a possibility, if we're talking about a love situation, that a situation you thought you might have given up on because you think, you know, you were afraid that it might have died a death and come to an end. It's a possibility that it could come back around for you as well. Okay, so bear in mind what we're looking at here is if you're facing a decision or a choice in a situation, you don't know what to do, you're thinking about taking either option 1 or option 2 to address a situation or to deal with a choice or a decision that you have to make. We're going to look at what the likely outcome is if you choose option 1 and what the likely outcome would be if you choose option 2. So make sure you've thought of your scenario, hopefully sort of aligns with what we've been talking about here, to at least to an extent anyway, and think about what your 2 options would be. If you chose option 1 or if you chose option 2, what would that look like, or what would that be? And then we can look at the likely outcome for each of those in a moment. So pause the video if you need to think about your scenario and your 2 options of your choices, option 1, option 2, because we're going to look at the likely outcome if you take your option 1 that you've decided on, or your option 2 that you're thinking of as well. Okay, so hopefully you've taken that bit of time to reflect. You've got your option 1, option 2. Let's have a look then. What would be the likely outcome if you took option 1? Okay, so if you took option 1, I think it would be the slow route through. Okay, you would achieve your end goal, but it might take a bit longer to come in for you. I think you know, it might be that the other person might take a bit longer to reflect. It might sort of slightly push their energy, repel their energy just for a little while, or might slightly scare them, or, you know, it just might feel a bit full on, or, you know, it could just be that, you know, it would be the slow route to where you want to get to. You'll get there in the end, but it might be a bit frustrating. It might take a bit longer. It might feel like you're going nowhere for a while before you do finally take a step forward. But it won't affect the fact that either, you know, the person that you care about that you're thinking of does love you. It just will take longer to achieve that happily ever after with them. If it's a job we're talking about, your offer might come in a bit slower, or your progression through that role might, you know, through that career path might again be a bit halted for a while. So it's not a bad choice if you go for option 1, but it's not going to get you the fastest outcome. You might just have to be patient. There's also that message coming through. You might have to be patient. Okay. So let's look at option 2, shall we? What's the likely outcome if you choose option 2 in your choice and your decision making here? So if you choose option 2, it will open up options for you, and a variety of outcomes could happen. Or you could have some really interesting choices. Okay, so the outcomes could be quite varied here based on a number of factors. So it's like there's no hard and fast answer coming out of option 2. It's going to open up some options, potentially leading to you needing to make maybe some more decisions. And those decisions, I think some of them could go well for you. Some of them might be like poisoned chalices where, you know, it might not have the best outcome. It might be the riskier route. This feels like the safer, slower route, option 1. Option 2 feels like the slightly riskier route where, you know, it's a bit of potluck. And you would be taking more of a risk for potentially a higher gain, quicker reward, but it could potentially go against you as well, depending on how it's handled and, you know, generally the energies around that situation. So it depends on whether you're a risk taker or you want the safe, secure route. Safe, secure might mean you have to wait and be a bit more patient. Okay, well, I do hope that's helpful. There are lots of cups here. So it does suggest to me it's likely to be talking about a love situation here that we're talking about. And I'm seeing lots of love on the table. I'm seeing that the universe is saying, hold on in there. There's great things coming in for you. Love's on its way. Even if you thought it died a death, it's gone, and you know, or something's ended, or it's never gonna, you know, my opportunity is now past because I've reached a certain age, or my one true love is now, you know, not around anymore, or not interested, or, you know, even if you thought there's no hope for me in love, there absolutely is. You know, you're clearly hoping for a nice long-term happily ever after with somebody. I do see that, you know, it's definitely there for you. You just need to be a little bit careful about the choices that you make. Now, there'll be some of you who are quite impulsive, and some of you who are quite risk averse and quite steady and slow. Steady and slow kind of wins the race, as they say. So bear that in mind. You could sort of jeopardize things if you rush in too quickly and go for option 2. So that'll be really interesting to see how this resonates for you guys, if it makes sense to you, if it's helped you, if this kind of guidance that I'm being giving here with this helping to make a decision and what should you do. I'd love to know if you're enjoying it. I will, you know, also be posting my all signs love readings as well, mixed in with these, but I'm trying to do it, you know, these several times a week, if not daily, for you, just to give you something, to give you a bit of support each day if you need it, just to be here as your friendly ear. So please do subscribe to me if you'd like to watch more of this. Please do share with friends who might be going through difficult choices and decisions, who you feel might need a bit of emotional support or just might enjoy watching my videos. Please do share. And also give me a thumbs up, like the video if so, just to give me that indication, because that also helps get my videos out there. So thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye for now.